go.
So you will need lubricant. And I like to focus pretty much on the upper trap. So I won't go, you can definitely go down.
What are you using, Case?
This is called Olive. It used to be called China Gel. And then they changed their name. But you just need something a little slippery.
I need lotion.
Lotion's fine. Lotion's fine. I think oil works better, but lotion's fine. Like I said, silicone cup is what's really best for this. Don't catch your glove. Press it down, stick it on there. And then you're gonna slide. You're gonna move the cup. So instead of her moving, I'm moving. I like this mostly, you'll see the tissue redden pretty quickly because we're getting the blood pulled up to the skin. We're dilating those capillary beds. But this just feels good. And it's a good way to really alter the fluid dynamics and help with that decrease or help with that perceived stiffness, right? This works really well to just get that tissue lifted and moving. And you can, depending on how much exposure you have, you can work it up. That's all that happens is the cup falls off sometimes. With a hairy person, it's going to happen a little often. But you can come up to the skin as much as you can. Sometimes I'll tack that skin down and then get a good pull so it feels a little more like a myofascial release. You can also use your cup as a lever. I'm sorry, Ashley, I'm pulling her here. Right, so if you use one of your bigger ones, get a little more pressure. And so I pulled a lot more tissue in. I'm going to traction the skin down and then pull the cup up. So now I'm getting a myofascial release, but I'm using this as a lever. Instead of me using two hands, I can push down with this one and then push up with this one, or pull up with this one. And so now this is going to feel a lot more like myofascial release. And I think this just feels really good on the traps. Yeah, this is always, keeping my glove caught. This is always like a fan favorite. And then same thing here. I'm just going to traction this way. So push into the neck just a smidge, and then I'm just going to pull that cup out. So light pressure, get you some sliding. My emollient's already dried. And then you can get a little more pressure. So you can bump up to 2 pumps if you're using a vacuum pump, and then do some myofascial release. Do some skin pulling. And that's something that's really nice for the trap area. And look how much that shoulder dropped. That's nice. You don't see the winging like this one. Okay, y'all want to try that? I've got some extras, some silicones if you want to try it with a silicone.